Hi everyone, this is Olga Speaks directly from Vancouver, Canada, and in today's video I want to do a CELPIP practice test on listening. So many of you have asked me to record something with practice because you guys want to learn more tips, more tricks. So I'm just going to do listening part 1, listening to problem solving, right here today on my computer, and I will explain every single answer that I have chosen, and I will explain my train of thoughts as to why and when and how I have decided to pick these answers. So I really hope this is helpful for you guys in your preparation for the CELPIP listening test. I will make a couple more videos on listening. Today I'm just gonna cover one part, which is listening to problem solving. If you're interested in my experience passing the CELPIP test here in Vancouver, Canada, follow this video that I'm gonna include right here and check it out. I've also made a couple more videos on CELPIP listening, CELPIP reading, CELPIP writing, and CELPIP speaking, talking about my personal experience and how I took the test and what kind of challenges I faced and what was the hardest and what was the easiest part for me. So I hope this is all helpful. So let's take a look at the listening test instructions. So the listening test will take you about 50 minutes to complete. You will have 6 minutes to listen to the passage and answer the questions that come after the passage. Each passage and each question will only be played once, so it cannot be replayed at any point. So let's get started and let's get to it and let's start our listening test practice. So just keeping in mind that this is a mock test and quickly going through these listening test instructions. So on the official test, once you leave the page, you cannot go back to it to change your answers, but in this sample test you can. Also, you have to keep in mind that the order of question types on the official test may vary significantly from the order that is presented here. And the listening test is identical in the format to the official test, except for this listening section in the official test can be slightly longer because it might contain additional questions included for research and development purposes. So just wanted to highlight again that this is a practice test and we will be doing this together. So I am doing this for you guys to shadow and see the train of thought and see what the techniques are.
Unfortunately, I missed the concert last night.
So we listened to this short sentence, to this short passage, and then here on the right we have 4 questions, 4 statements, and we have to choose the sentence that is closest in meaning to the statement that has been mentioned by the speaker. So the first option is, I want to see the concert again. The second option is, I didn't attend the concert. The third option is, the concert was canceled. And the last option is, the concert wasn't good. So in the statement, it was mentioned that the person had missed the concert. So missing the concert in this case actually means that he did not get to be at the concert. He did not get to attend the concert. So I will pick option B, I did not attend the concert. And here's why. Let's look at the other options here. The first one, I want to see the concert again. He never mentioned anything that he would like to go again, that he would like to make up for it. So this option is not the right one. Option 3 is, the concert was canceled. So basically, this means that there was no concert at all, right? But this is not what the speaker mentioned. The speaker mentioned that he missed the concert, so he did not go to the concert. He didn't arrive to the concert. So this third option is also not a good fit for us. And the fourth option here is, the concert wasn't good. So the speaker didn't mention anything about the quality of the concert. He just mentioned that he missed the concert. He did not attend the concert. So the fourth option also doesn't work for us. The best option here is option number 2. I did not attend the concert. I did not go to the concert. I was not present at the concert, right? So basically transmitting that the person missed the concert, the person didn't make it to the concert. So the correct option here is option number 2, variant B, I didn't attend the concert. So let's move on to practice test A, listening part 1, which is listening to problem solving. You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. You have to choose the best answer to each question. Let's read the instructions together. You will hear a conversation between a woman and a man. The man is the bus driver and the woman is a passenger trying to get somewhere.
This is the last stop. Watch your step on the way out, ma'am.
Thanks, driver. Do you happen to know where the little kids' playground is? I know it's in the park somewhere. Too bad I forgot my smartphone.
There are a few playgrounds here. Do you mean the one next to the water fountain?
No, the one I'm thinking of is just beside the petting zoo. You know, where there's goats and rabbits?
Yeah, I know there's a petting zoo, but I don't know where it is exactly. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's a children's playground over there, past the restaurant. Maybe you could take a look over that way?
Okay, great. Sounds good. Thanks very much.
Question 1.
What is the woman eventually hoping to find?
So in this picture, in this slide, we can see the 4 pictures, which are the 4 answers. And the first one shows us the petting zoo, so the one that they were talking about. So basically the place where you can come and see goats and other animals and you can pet them. The second one shows us the lunch or the dinner place where the whole family sits together having a dinner. The third picture is the picture of the kids' playground. And the fourth picture is the picture of a beautiful fountain, a square, somewhere in a city center. So our question was, what was the woman looking for? What did she ask the driver about? So the correct answer here would be option number 3 is the kids' playground. So she asked the question. She mentioned that she was without her cell phone, she couldn't find her way, and she was looking for the kids' playground. And then the driver mentioned that he'd seen a couple of playgrounds. He knows of a couple of playgrounds nearby. And he asked her which one was she talking about. To what she responded that she was looking for the one where the petting zoo was. So option number 3 would be the correct answer to say that the woman was actually looking for the playground. Option number 1 would not work because the woman was not looking for a petting zoo. She was looking for the playground that was located by the petting zoo. Option number 2 would not work because they didn't mention anything. They didn't speak about a cafe or a restaurant. So option number 2 is not relevant here. And option number 4, the driver mentioned that he knows of a playground by the fountain. And this was not the playground the woman was looking for because she was looking for the playground by the petting zoo. So the correct answer here would be option 3. The woman was looking for a children's playground.
Question 2.
What best describes the driver's response?
Option 1, he's not interested. Option 2, he makes a guess. Option 3, he refuses to help. And option 4, he shows the way. So basically the first one is not the right option because he is interested. He keeps talking to the woman and he keeps the conversation going. So option number 2, he makes a guess. Basically, that is the correct answer because he wasn't sure at first. He knew of the playground, of several playgrounds by the area, but he wasn't sure where the playground with the petting zoo was. So he just made a guess and he gave her the instructions to follow. Option number 3 is incorrect. He refuses to help. He did not refuse to help. He gave the woman clear instructions. And option number 4, he shows the way. Well, actually, this one is close to being correct, but the right one is option number 2 because he made a guess. He wasn't sure, but he still made a guess and he directed the woman towards the playground.
Question 3.
What will the woman probably do next?
So in this question, we have 4 options. Option number 1 is ask another passenger. Option number 2 is to use her smartphone. Option number 3 is look for the restaurant. And option number 4 is go to the water fountain. So here, the correct answer is option number 3, look for the restaurant. The woman mentioned that she was going to go and look for the restaurant. She was following the driver's directions. Option number 1 didn't work for us because the woman did not say anything about asking another passenger. She didn't mention she was going to double check with anyone else. She just followed the instructions that were provided by the driver. Option number 2 is incorrect as well because the woman could not use her smartphone. She left her smartphone at home, and that was the main reason why she asked for directions. That was the main reason why she started talking to the driver, was because she left her smartphone at home and she did not know how to get to the playground. Option number 3 is the correct answer. She was going to go and look for the restaurant. And option number 4 is incorrect because the woman never mentioned anything about a water fountain. So the water fountain was mentioned by a driver and he only referenced a playground that he knew of that was located by the water fountain. But the woman is not going to go to the water fountain. She did not say anything about going there at all. We're now moving further along to the next task, and the task here is to listen to the conversation. You will hear the conversation only once. It is about a minute to a minute and a half long. Let's start listening to the conversation.
Oh, it's you again. What a coincidence. Are you finished work for the day?
No, I wish. I've got a half-hour break before my next trip, so I thought I'd get out of the bus and get some fresh air. My directions didn't help, eh? Are you lost?
Yes, I've been looking, but I don't see any signs or maps posted.
Tell you what, I'll look up the map on my smartphone. Yikes, you're nowhere near the playground. It's way on the other side of the park.
Oh no, I have to meet someone there really soon.
Yeah, looks like quite a hike. If you walk, you'll be late. But it says here that a free shuttle bus goes there every 5 minutes. That must be it over there, see?
Do you mean that green bus?
That big one? No, that's a tour bus. The shuttle bus would be the little red one.
Question 4.
How did the woman meet the man again?
So the options for this question are option 1, he was taking a walk in the park. Option 2, he was going back to his bus. Option 3, they were both lost in the park. And option 4, they were both looking at a sign. So the correct answer here is option 1 or option A, he was taking a walk in the park. So he was walking in the park and the woman saw him and she started a conversation with him. Option number 2 does not work for us. She was not going back to his bus. She didn't mention anything about going back to the bus. Option number 3 doesn't work because they were not lost in the park. So only the woman was lost in the park. She mentioned that she was looking for directions, for maps, for signs, and there was no sign as to where to go. And the man was just taking a walk in the park. So the man was not lost, but she was looking for a way. She was searching a way. And the fourth option is they were both looking at a sign. So this is not exactly true. Only the woman was searching for a sign, for a map, for a direction. The man was not looking for a sign. So the correct one here is option 1 or option A. He was taking a walk in the park.
Question 5.
Which statement is true?
So the options for question 5 are option number 1, she was looking for her smartphone. Option number 2, she walked to the far side of the park. Option number 3, he helped her by using a smartphone. And option number 4 is he spent his break walking with her. So the correct answer here is he helped her by using a smartphone. So this is option number 3. He actually offered her some help. He mentioned that he has a map on his smartphone and he could easily look it up. So this is the correct answer to the question. Option number 1 does not work for us because she was not looking for her smartphone. She left her smartphone at home and she was looking for a way to find a playground. Option number 2 does not work for us because it doesn't say that she walked to the far side of the park. She did not walk to the far side of the park. The only mention of the far side of the park was when the driver looked for the directions on his smartphone on a map, and he mentioned to her that she was in the wrong place and she needed to go to the far side of the park to find the playground that she was looking for. And option number 4 doesn't work either because they didn't mention anything about him spending his break walking with her. He mentioned that she could take a shuttle bus. The shuttle bus runs every 5 minutes. It is free of charge and she'll get there on time to meet someone. So he did not spend his break walking with her. The correct answer here is option number 3. He helped her by using a smartphone.
How should the woman get to the playground?
So the options for question 6 are number 1, follow posted maps and signs. Number 2, take the green bus in 5 minutes. Number 3, walk to the far side of the park. And number 4, get on the little red shuttle bus. So the correct option is option number 4, get on the little red shuttle bus. So the driver actually mentioned that there is a shuttle bus. It is free of charge and it runs every 5 minutes. So she can take that bus that will get her to the playground. Option number 1 does not work for us because there was no mention of following posted maps and signs. The woman mentioned that she could not find any of the posted maps or signs and she did not know her way around the place. She was looking for clues, for signs, but she didn't find any. Number 2 does not work for us because nothing was said about taking the green bus in 5 minutes. She was supposed to take the red shuttle bus, which leaves every 5 minutes. So option number 2 is a wrong answer. And option number 3, walk to the far side of the park. So she thought about walking to the far side of the park, but then she had a meeting on the other side and she had to be there on time. So that was not the best way for her to get there. Instead, the bus driver offered her to take a little red shuttle bus to get there on time, because if she had taken a walk to the park, she wouldn't have made it on time. So the correct answer here is, again, answer number 4. In this next part, we will listen to the conversation. You will hear the conversation only once, and the conversation is going to be about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes long.
You're back. What happened? I thought you were catching the shuttle bus.
I tried to, but it was broken down and out of service. There were lots of angry people, I can tell you.
I'm glad you aren't one of them. Hop on then. You've got the bus all to yourself. I'm leaving now. I'll drop you off at the north gate.
Is that near the playground?
Yup. I checked because I don't want to give bad directions again. Sorry about that.
So where should I go when I get off the bus?
Okay, here's the deal. The north gate is right outside the petting zoo. Walk straight through the petting zoo and you'll see the playground right behind it. You'll be there in 5 minutes.
So I won't be late after all.
Question 7.
Why does the bus driver tell the woman he is glad?
So the options for this question are the following. Number 1, because she does not seem angry. Number 2, because she did not take the red bus. Number 3, because his other riders aren't upset. And number 4, because his bus hasn't broken down. So the correct answer right here is because she does not seem angry. The option number 2 does not work because she didn't take the red bus. Right, she did not take the red bus. It has broken down, but she wasn't angry about this. So this is the main point. She sounded pretty content and pretty calm, right? Option number 3, because his other riders aren't upset. We didn't hear anything about his other riders, so this answer is irrelevant here. And option number 4 is because his bus hasn't broken down. Well, this one is not relevant because the woman was talking about the red shuttle bus that has broken down along the way and she could not take the bus. So the driver's bus, the driver that we are talking about, his bus never broke down.
Will the woman go to the playground?
So the correct answer is yes, and she'll arrive there on time. The correct answer is option 3. Let's take a look at the other options. So the first one doesn't work for us. No, she'll just get another bus home. Nothing was mentioned about her going back home. She does not plan to go back home. Option number 2 does not work either because she never mentioned that she was going to visit the petting zoo. The petting zoo was only mentioned in the first part of the conversation where she was asking for the directions. She knew that the playground was by the petting zoo. So option number 2 does not work for us either. Option number 4 is not the right choice because it says yes, but she'll arrive there a bit late. No, she wasn't going to arrive there a bit late. She was going to arrive there on time because the bus driver agreed to give her the ride. And that way, he made sure that she'll be there on time. So the correct option here is number 3, yes, and she'll arrive there on time.
So this was my CELPIP listening practice, listening to problem solving. I will make more parts like this. Let me know what you think. Let me know your feedback in the comments if you find this content useful. I'm super excited to learn more about your experience taking the test. I've also including some videos here that I made about other CELPIP parts, and I'm super excited to dive into the practice tests and share my experience and my train of thoughts here. Thank you so much for watching and have a very happy Thursday. Bye!